I don't understand what you call the truth. I was actually twice you have said
times,
you said the truth, and I was waiting for you to tell us.
And that's what I'm saying. Except
except no, go ahead, because I still haven't been able to get the truth from you, because when you test anything,
okay, let me give you an example.
You say you're a lawyer. When you go on a test, you don't test everyone. That is why they call about sampling. You must have done research. So when you say you want everyone in a booth to come with their cards to be tested, I don't understand what kind of research you would want to call that. So even when you do one-on-one, it really doesn't, it's illogical. And there's also in philosophy, and so also you're a lawyer, that's what they call the first course. You must have a first start. And if you say we're not ripe enough, and we're saying there must be a time for us to have a start, and this is the start for us as a people to use the card reader. And if you say those in the villages, well, they're not being carried along. That was why I wanted a definition. I said, tell us what you mean, because I've heard this word carried along, especially among politicians. Good enough, you're a PDP card carrying member. So politicians always say, we've not been carried along. I wanted to see if I don't have the definition of being carried along, and you have tried to define that. But don't you think that since the voter is not the one who would operate this particular device, all you need to do is be present with your PVC and let the job be that of the INEC official? So why still complain that people haven't actually seen the device before? Must everyone see the device before we move on with this particular election?
Everyone must know about it, must have a knowledge of it.
And I'm coming again, because one of the responsibility of political parties is voter education.
Yes.
So as a PDP card carrying member, how much of voter education have you given to your constituents?
When was this issue of card reader introduced? As that if election...
You haven't answered me.
Yeah, no. You see, I'm putting it back to you, but I will still talk about it. If election had been conducted as at February 14th, would there be issue of card reader?
You know, the good thing here,
No.
The good thing here, I asked the question.
I know. We are all partners in progress. You're a Nigerian, I'm a Nigerian. On the day of election, you're going to vote.
How much?
But that is the truth.
How much of voter education have you given to your constituents?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, like for example, I was an aspirant here, House of Assembly, Lagos State, Ikeja here. I've been able on my own, apart from the party structures and all the rest, try to sensitize people. Look at the situations, look at this, look at what you're expected to do. And but the truth is this, when you go outside here and check public opinion, you see that it's not balanced at all.
What exactly do you get from them? What are the complaints?
Yeah, because all of a sudden, this issue of card reader had to come up. And people are afraid that, well, is this not another means of differentializing us?
But that's the thing. The APC says your party is the one who's afraid. You said it's propaganda. But so far, so good. You have said you're not in support of the card readers, and you've been trying to give reasons.
Let me tell you.
But the bottom line is this: you are not in support of it.
Definitely. Let me tell you one thing. When I was saying something, mark my word, I said, aside from party, this is my own personal thing. I don't like this issue of APC said, PDP said. We are all Nigerians. At the end of the day, nobody knows whom whatever will even work in his or her favor.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the reason why these topics and these issues come up in the first place is to, we look at it with a view to getting a solution so that society can move forward. We've heard your argument about your observations or concerns about it. Tell us, what are your suggested solutions to this problem?
Well, the truth is this. If I were to speak, I would have loved INEC to drop this issue of card reader for now.
After all the money that has been spent?
Yes, let me tell
you. Few days to election?
Let me give you an example. In 1952, America manufactured an aircraft called the aircraft that never flew, the biggest in the history of this world. And after manufacturing that aircraft, it went for public opinion, and Americans said they don't like it. Upon all the billions of dollars they spent, they dropped it. Let me tell you, when you allow public opinion to override the opinion of the government or agencies, that is the best thing for us in this country.
But
and you see,
what a lot of people have said, those who want to vote now, they want to use the card readers.
Yes, that's why I said, I'm happy you're a journalist. continue your research. Go outside there. Some of us are closer to the people. We are from the grassroots. Let me tell you the truth. As I speak to you now, the argument outside there is not even about party. It's only party members and structures that maybe once in a while they argue APC, PDP. No. To me, it's not about it.
Why do you make us look like a sieve? Sorry, Chamberlain. Like I said, we live in the studio. I mean, and we don't go out there. Or we don't have families, or we don't come from villages, you know. I mean, to say that you're closer to the grassroots, I don't think that is a fair statement. And to say that as an organization, we don't go out there to feel the pulse of the people. So far, so good. This has been politicized, so heavily politicized. It's very difficult to even hear the voice of the generality of masses. You don't agree with that?
Well, I can't say it's very difficult to hear, because when you go outside there and interview people, and I wouldn't want to, or let me put it this way, I've had so many interviews of this. I asked one of the journalists that interviewed me, I said, where are you from? He told me his village. They say, call here now, call your village now, ask them whether they know anything about the card readers.
But you make it sound as though these villages, no form of phones, no technology, nothing whatsoever. But that's not the case.
Yes, it's not the case. It's only when we have issues in this country that we remember some of these things exist. But to do things appropriately and put them in a normal form they should be, nobody will want to do that. Like I said, I am not against it. We should move forward.
Nobody will want to do that, like you haven't done that by educating your own people.
But the issue there is this: why the fire brigade approach?